Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. Um, I've been thinking about this for a long time. Obviously, ever since you can tell from the title, the problem with the MCU. Now, obviously, before I tell you my problem with the MCU, I'm going to tell you how I feel about it right now. How I feel about it right now? eh, I mean, everyone is going crazy over the shows and everything like that. I understand it, but people tend to forget that we're technically in a pandemic, though. And I'm just like, guys, you're paying attention to this shit. Why you want to be so distracted? But that's another story for another day. But with the MCU stuff, it's really what I like about the MCU is that the MCU has stuff that I always wanted to see as a kid. I always wanted to see these superhero movies, and when they finally happened, when I was growing up, it was awesome. I saw Sam Raimi Spider-Man on the big screen when I was a kid. That shit was awesome. I thought it was the best movie ever, and it still is a good movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time. But I would say this: Spider-Man 2 is the best superhero movie of all time. I would say that, yes. Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 is the best superhero movie. It is. It doesn't. Some people say it might be, oh, one of the. No, it's the best superhero movie of all time. Okay, it is. It is hands down, hands down, and that's a Sony movie. Believe it or not, you know. What comes close to that? Man, the Avengers, the first Avengers movie, it has to. Yeah, you have to, in my opinion. You know, the first of like. I remember, look, when all of this stuff was starting, the whole MCU stuff, man, I wasn't really paying too attention to it until all of a sudden, oh, we're going to do the Avengers movie. I was like, what the fuck? But obviously, I was paying attention to these movies that were coming out, Iron Man, Thor, and all that stuff, Hulk, And I did watch Iron Man and Hulk and all that. I skipped Thor because I didn't care about the concept of Thor going to New York. How many times we need to do that with these movies? Oh, here's a character that instead of putting that character in his world, we're gonna put him in New York. Stop doing that, man. Stop doing that. You did that in Super Mario Brothers, the movie, which I love the Super Mario Brothers movie, so I don't mind that because it kind of makes sense because in storyline perspectives, the Mario Brothers were in New York, and then they see a pipe, and they go into the pipe, and they eventually go to the Mushroom Kingdom. You know, so because that's a little story of what happened, at least with the Super Mario Brothers one, between Super Mario Brothers the arcade. Like they were just walking one day, and then all of a sudden they saw a pipe that they never saw, went into it, then they end up in the Mushroom Kingdom. And then obviously the king or Toad was like, "Oh my, the princess is captured by Bowser." Then, oh, that's the adventure. So basically, so eventually the MC when when the Avenger stuff when the first Avenger movie happened, it was amazing. It was amazing. I didn't see it in theaters, I believe, but I did saw it with friends and stuff like that, and it was just amazing, man. The first Avengers movie is awesome, man. It's amazing, man. It really is. And we'll talk about when eventually we go to Disney Plus and stuff like that. But the second, to be honest, guys, when Age of Ultron came out, I knew that was it. Like we were already heading down south, in my opinion. No one didn't see that. Like I know some people might like Age of Ultron, but it's not my favorite Avengers movie. And I know a lot of people don't like that either. I've talked to some friends about it too, and they were like, "Yeah, that's not a good one at all." But we do all agree, at least from us, at least from me too. At least I like everything that had Ultron in it, and everything with Vision also, and Tony Stark, all of that stuff. Everything beautiful. Everything with Ultron, beautiful. Other than that, eh, you know, that's how I felt about it. I didn't care about anything else but that, to be quite honest. You know? Oh shit. But is this even? I don't know if my mic. I didn't know if it was recording. Hold on. I might even have to do part two here. How much? What is this? How long is this? 5 minutes? Yeah, it's 5 minutes. Let's see.